Hi there YouTube. Today I'm going to do my second outdoor review about the knife. And this time it's the Gerber Gator lockback folding knife. This knife was, many of you know this knife, it's a real classic. I think it's came around 1991 or so. And I have looked at the YouTube and I don't have find. Why I do this video is the same reason I do the Prodigy video. People sitting at home in the kitchen with nice cold beer and drinking and showing that fantastic knife. Okay, let them do that. But I want to do it in the woods and doing some task so you can see how the knife really works. And I'm gonna prepare a little and I come back with the specs, if I remember the specs. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's have a little look at the knife. The knife is, like I said, a Gerber Gator. And the steel is, I checked this last night to be sure on the Gerber homepage. The steel is 420 high carbon. I have heard that all knives had 440 carbon, but nowadays it's supposed to be 420 high carbon, the same as in the Gerber Prodigy new generation 2, if I can call them generation 2, because Gerber Prodigy generation 1 was Svanvik 12C27. Anyway, I got a really big fire here, my ass is burning. The blade length of this knife is almost 4 inches and total length is almost 9 inches. And the thing about this knife is why I like it so much, that this grip is fantastic. Now I get pretty thick gloves and it's a perfect grip, and without gloves that grip is really sticky like glue. So like for a working folding knife, this is I think one of the best. You get a really good grip when you're doing carving and that kind of stuff. Well, this knife had a partly serrated. If you don't like, really hot in my ass, if you don't like serrations, you can buy this knife in the plain edge. You can also buy this knife in a drop point version, and I think you can buy this one with a gut hook version. The gut hook version, I don't think that knife had serration on it. I guess when many people, when they are out in the woods, they don't are out in the woods like you and me, running around like crazy and sleeping outdoors, fishing, hunting, and most people don't need a big survival knife or a bushcraft knife, but when friends ask me what knife to buy, I want to have a really good but not too expensive knife when I go out fishing and out in the woods with their girlfriends and dogs. I always recommend this one. the gerber gator, and then I say to them that if you want serration or plain, that's up to you. Recently I bought one of this knife to a friend of mine, and he is really happy with it. Now he calls himself Bear Grylls. I was forced to switch the position of the camera because my ass was on fire. Okay, back to the knife. This knife have also some minus, of course, like the almost, it's not, I have not find that perfect knife yet, but, and the minus on this knife, maybe it's just a minus for me, but the backside, the top of the knife is not okay with fire steels. So I have put this knife in a, what you call it, grinding machine, and make the angles here very sharp. And in the start of the video you saw me start my fire with it. And sometimes I have a problem where to put the knife, because you can't put this in a tight front pocket. The handle is very good grip, but of course, but when you got this very super grip, this is gonna happen when you put it in your front pocket. You have it here in your pretty tight front pocket, and when you take it out, everything's come out, coins and stuff. It's like sticky. So I prefer to carry this knife in the big pocket, like here. Or I carry the knife in this sheath. I think this is a newer model. The old sheath was more thin. This is pretty bulky sheet, but I think it's a little bit better. And you got the opportunity to carry the sheet like this on your belt, or like this. Mostly when it's summertime and I don't have jacket, I carry it like this here, down here, like a cross draw. I'm left-handed. One more thing that's annoying me, that is that this Velcro. If you're hunting or something and you're sitting and lurk in the woods and want to use your knife for some reason, you don't want to have this sound. I have think that I should put in a button here, so I can cut away the Velcro. I think Gerber should have done that from the start, because this is a hunting knife, woods knife. This is not an EDC knife. Well, it can be an EDC knife. That's your choice to choose. Now it feels like my English going on down again. But I think you understand what I mean. Before I'm going to show you some task with the knife, I'm going to take that Swedish gold so I don't make a fool of myself. Good. Okay, I'm back. Okay, a folder is still a folder, even that this one is a really sturdy one. And one of the reason that it's really sturdy is that it's a lockback mechanism. I'm going to show you some stuff you can do with the knife, and that's probably you already seen that kind of stuff, but this is an outdoor review and I want to do some outdoor things. So I start cutting a little bit here. And with this knife, when you have this superb grip, this is really easy. You can push real hard. A bear spear. Okay, I'm back here to show you some things you can do with the folding knife, but I don't recommend it. That's up to you. But if you got a knife or similar like this, the more big and strong ones, you can do it. And I have done it a lot with this knife, and it's worked for me, and I got no wobbling. Of course I get a little wobbling, it's a folder. Those who say a folder don't wobble maybe pay $200 for a Benchmade or something. I don't own a Benchmade, so I don't know if they wobbling. I'm going to show you how you can split woods with a folding knife, and that technique you should use to split wood with a folding knife. I can split small pieces of wood if I only use my hand as that baton, like this. I mean, use a glove, of course. This is not too big shock to the knife mechanism. If you can do it with your hand and it don't hurt in your hand so much, it will not hurt the knife either. But that's my opinion. That's a good way to split small pieces of logs with a folding knife. Put that on the fire. And if you got a little bit bigger piece of wood, who is like this one, it's just sawn up, you can do like this. Open up the mechanism like this, so you don't have any pressure on the mechanism. Put the blade on the log, on the stick, or what you want to call it, and split. Of course, this is a little bit unsafe method to split, because you see I have not super control when I do it. But if you must do it and you only got one folder, you can do it. Or like this. Just this clip point blade is a little bit, not sharp here, but thin. So when I do this, I will not lie to you, it hurts a little in the hand. But not too much. I will not do this without glove. Well, I can try to be a, what you call, guinea pig. Try without gloves. Then I think I must do it with the palm of my hand. Not recommend this. Well, but you see, you can do pretty lot with a strong folder. Okay, that was my auto review of the Gerber Gator. And now I'm never gonna do a knife review again in the woods, because now I have shown you the two of my knives that I use in the woods. I don't have any more. Of course I have more. Maybe I should. Maybe I can do 2 more auto reviews on a bigger knife that I have, but I don't use very much because it's too fucking big, and a new Gerber who will maybe be my backup knife to the Prodigy. I got this one now, but I have buy a new one because I don't think it's gonna put this down, but I like that knife. So maybe I do 1 or 2 more reviews, but so don't accept